Welcome back everyone to my low-level playthrough of Chrono Trigger on the Wii Virtual Console. Before I head into the Giant's Claw here, I'm gonna show off how I got a bunch of shields and barriers. So I did a little bit of this off-screen, obviously. I got quite a few tech points for Marle. So she ended up learning her Ice 2 spell, which unlocked a lot of techs. So basically on this screen, you can run into 3 of these Ogan encounters. If you talk with the Ogan at the beginning, Freelancer comes out. You can charm the Ogan for a shield. You can charm the Freelancer for a barrier. And like I said, there's 3 Ogans in this screen. So basically you just get all 3, then leave the screen from the top, and then you can turn around, come back, and get the 3 again. So you're basically getting on one run, you get 6 shields and 2 barriers. Lucca helps being here because if you don't want to run from the fights, she can hit the Ogans with her fire technique, and that will cause them to lose their hammer, and then they just be pretty much one-shotted by anyone. Even Marle can one-shot them. Now I'm just heading up a little bit further into the mountain because our characters are basically becoming geologists. We're going to be collecting a bunch of rocks. So we're going to head back in the prehistoric times, collect a rock there, and we're going to head to this area here where there's this Freelancer throwing rocks. Put Frog in the front of your party after he has the upgraded Masmune. He's going to catch one of these rocks, and it is the gold rock. And that allows him to do a triple technique. Most triple techniques involve Crono, but there's some rocks that allow other characters to do, other combination characters to do triple techniques. A white rock, which is 3 ladies do a technique. I think that one right there does Ayla, Robo, and Frog, a triple technique. The gold rock. There's a blue and black rock that allow Magus to do triple techniques, and then there's a silver rock, and I forget what that one does. But yeah, if you basically just steal from the enemies, and then if, like I said, if you don't have Lucca in your party, or you don't feel like wasting time fighting these guys, you can just run away. But yeah, after a few trips back and forth on this screen, you'll get a ton of shields and barriers. I ended up with a 60, which is more overkill, but I get into grinding sometimes. You know, I just have a movie on in the background or something, or listening to the like an audiobook, and you know, lo and behold, then you know, time just flies, and yeah, I'm a weird guy like that. I don't mind the grind. So yeah, I just had him organized at the top there so I can see how many I had real quick. Like I said, we got that gold rock from the Freelancer, and now we're going to go back in time to get the silver rock. And we get that at the village. The Ayla village, I think it's called. The Cowardly village. The cavemen who hid. Now, like I said, you can trade 10 of each of these rubies, and you get, instead of a ruby vest, you get ruby armor. I did do a trade off of that. There's the ruby armor, pretty good defense, and it cuts fire by 80%. The ruby vest does cuts fire by 50%. So that's good, but not really going to use it. Don't need it. We'd rather have something that absorbs fire, and we're going to get another red mail from the next boss. So all you have to do is you talk with this new, and we can change any character's name. But after talking with him a second time, he's like, "Oh, I got this rock. I don't need it," and he gives it to you. So that gives us another rock. We can get a 4th rock in the dungeon the Giant's Claw we'll be heading to. I'm not going to be fighting many enemies there because there's a lot of reptiles. Reptiles, of course, you want to have someone with lightning in there, so mainly Crono. Robo, if he has his last technique, Shock, is another lightning attack. But Robo hasn't learned his thing yet. So here's like the throne room, Ayla's throne room. And if you just press A in front of the throne, you have like a little scene, your character does their little laugh pose. But there's that note up there that we saw, I didn't read it, but basically says it's from Toma, the explorer. And he basically says, like, in order to advance, you have to fall down the holes. If you go this way to the left here, you'll go through a few more rooms, and then you'll end up in a room where there's a ladder that only goes, that you can't reach the top of. It goes halfway down a cliff face. That's how you would leave this place. I'll point out the way, but in a few floors down, you basically backtrack that way, and you would climb the ladder from the top, fall off the ladder, and then backtrack through that door to the upper left. So, like I said, we won't have to really show that off. There's no treasures along that route, so there's no real reason to go that way. When you complete this dungeon, you don't have to leave it, because the cutscene will basically make you leave the dungeon. So, these guys are really annoying. If you can't basically defeat them in like one hit, they cast a chaos spell on you. And so unless you have like items to prevent status ailments. There's a save point. I hit the wrong button, but that's okay because I just run away. Even these apes are tough. So yeah, just basically running from the battles. Still good to have Marle and Lucca in the party because in the final area, there's going to be some of those rumbles that you get the 100 tech points from. So we'll just be fighting them. I did try to take on these apes. They are basically the weakest enemy in the, well, the weakest enemy is those lizards, the small little running lizards. It's like gold lizards, but they usually come with another type of enemy. There's a few fights where they're just by themselves, and you can actually take those fights. But they're often accompanied by one of those big, like Megazord lizards that, whatchamacallit, you need lightning to stun. So we can save our game here. And this is where Toma's note comes in handy. It says like in order to advance, you have to fall down holes. This is the second hole we're gonna have to. This is the first of 2 holes we're gonna have to fall down. There's a cat that fell in one. Don't fall in here. So here's some of these easy lizard guys. We'll take them out. Triple kick. Show off Marle and Lucca's new second dual tech. The Antipod 2 combines their Ice 2 and Fire 2. And then when Lucca learns her final technique, Flare, they'll get Antipod 3. Which does even more damage. Decent amount of damage there. Just makes these weaker enemies off. You see, they're pretty slow, so. And like, unlike some of the monkeys and stuff who throw you the fossil apes, these guys ain't gonna one-shot you, and they're not gonna cast a status effect on you. So 30 tech points, nice. Take it where we can get them. The boss of this area is pretty easy as well, so it's a good point to get Marle tech points, and you can charm another red male off this boss, So we'll have 2 red males and 1 red vest, and that'll make another boss in the next episode, also very easy. So we'll get quite a few places to build those tech points for the Marle. Donk. Let's just run away, run away. Good job, Lucca. You go between battles, just to be safe. Quite a few power tabs we got here. Like I said, power tabs aren't that important because we'll end up maxing power tabs when we go through the Black Omen charming enemies. But for now, we have Robo's side quests to come up. So power tabs are just going to basically give to him. Because he's one of the final party members that we use. And he'll make some of the battles a lot easier. His Uzi punch does like 3 times normal damage. So that's a good technique. We'll put it to use in the boss battle coming up. You could, like I said, the guide recommends just for challenge you can use Crono in all these fights because he's level 1. But it just makes the fights a little bit longer. So I'm not going to bother with it. I'm going to value your time. I may not value my time because I like to grind, but I'm not gonna make you viewers have to kind of sit through just overly long battles. You know, the battle is pretty much, you know, a guaranteed win. It just takes a lot of time, and obviously the lower level you are, the less damage you're doing. Like I said, Crono will be able to do a lot of damage with his power is maxed out, and he gets that rainbow sword, which has a 70% crit rate and has really high attack power anyway. So he'll basically be like our main damage dealer anyway, even though he's level 1. But until we get that rainbow sword and max out his power, no use just, you know, like I said, making battles go extra long. Hear these rumbles. I thought there was a save point close by, but so here's the second hole that we have to fall down. I'm gonna hit this, and we fall in this hole. And there's a save point to the right if we go down. But I'm gonna go fight those rumbles first. Head back here, grab this power tab. As I said, we don't exit this place normally. We'll get automatically exited. So if you want to grab that power tab, you're gonna have to do that little backtracking there. So yeah, did a little backtracking. Once again, we're gonna give Ayla for these things the Berserker, so she moves a little faster and she has a better hit. So her hit and her speed are up. We'll give Lucca here the hit ring just to help increase her hit. Somebody has to keep the wallet, so Marle, she's gonna be in the party for a while. So we'll just keep her the wallet. And I get lucky here that I managed to defeat both of them. So get good 200 tech points there. Remember they have, I think they have 512 hit points. So basically 3 hits should finish them off. Yeah, with a crit and then a regular hit there. And then Marle comes through on this one here. Which is good because she's the one who needs the tech points the most, so it's good that she contributes to this battle. Is there? Lucca missed. It's point blank, Lucca. How did you miss? So this rainbow shell that we're going to get is part of what we need to get Crono's, that rainbow sword that I've been talking about. This opens up the rest of Marle's side quest. You have to get this thing first. Alright, so let's head on up here. Fall down that hole again. And we're near a save point. Like I said, we're right by a save point. Just checking out how much checks I have to get. So Robo needs to learn Shock, Lucca Flare, Marle, Cure 2, and Life 2. Let's head on down. This is that jail where we rescued Kino. Let's make our save here. And like I said, we have a boss coming up, but not a tough boss, but he takes a while to do. So we'll save him for the next episode. I'll just do a little bit of prep here, prep my characters. Even though I leave Crono in the team here, I put Crono in the team. I'm gonna finish this battle. I'll replace Crono with Robo, just because Robo does more damage, make the battle go a little bit faster. So, I want to have at least 2 characters with a red vest or the red mail to absorb fire. We're gonna have it's basically another Tyrannosaurus battle, and just like the Tyranno that was with Ayla, its 2 attacks are going to be breathing fire, which the male and the vest, the red male and red vest will absorb, keep 2 characters safe, and then the other attack is it'll do like a chewing attack, where it'll bite your character and absorb some of their hit points and heal up. But the good thing with this boss is has 25,000 hit points, but it's really, really slow. It's like the Black Tyro with Ayla. It does a countdown, a 5 number countdown. So we get plenty of opportunities to attack it then. So we'll see it all in the next episode. Take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Bye.